Welcome back to Bike Culture Hub, your home for deep dive motorcycle reviews, honest impressions, and the stories behind the machines we love. Today we're taking an in-depth look at BMW's all-new R100, a motorcycle that doesn't just revive a legendary nameplate but reinvents it for a new generation of riders. So settle in, because we're about to explore every key feature, every performance detail, every design decision, and everything that makes the 2026 BMW R100 one of the most talked about motorcycles of the year. Before anything else, let's talk about the soul of this bike, the engine. BMW knows that our badge carries decades of emotional weight, especially among classic boxer enthusiasts. The 2026 R100 brings back the iconic displacement number, but with a clean sheet, €6 plus compliant, air and liquid-cooled boxer twin that produces impressive numbers for a retro-style roadster. You're looking at a 1,000 cubic centimeters flat twin engine pushing around 98 horsepower and roughly 110 Nm of torque, tuned to deliver massive low-end pull, linear mid-range thrust, and just enough top-end excitement to keep things fun without sacrificing everyday usability. What really stands out is the refinement. BMW has engineered this motor to keep the classic boxer heartbeat, that symmetrical thump and gentle side-to-side torque effect, but with drastically reduced vibration, smoother idle, and instant throttle response thanks to a next-gen ride-by-wire system. The performance character of the R100 is unmistakably BMW. The bike isn't trying to be an aggressive sport machine, nor a chilled-out cruiser. Instead, it strikes a perfect balance between spirited road performance and relaxed touring comfort. The 6-speed gearbox shifts with a buttery precision that feels almost telepathic. And yes, BMW's Shift Assist Pro is available, giving riders clutchless upshifts and downshifts that feel seamless whether you're carving through tight switchbacks or cruising down the highway. Speaking of highway manners, this bike is a dream at 120 km/h. The torque curve makes overtaking effortless, and the upgraded boxer configuration eliminates the typical flat twin drone, replacing it with a deeper, more refined note through the dual exhaust system. The chassis deserves a spotlight of its own. BMW has returned to its roots by using a modular steel tube frame inspired by the classic R-Series lineage, but with updated geometry for sharper agility and improved stability. The bike tips into corners with surprising ease, especially considering the architecture of the boxer engine. A key part of that stability is BMW's new generation Telelever front suspension, redesigned to look cleaner and less bulky while retaining the signature anti-dive characteristics that Telelever fans swear by. Whether you're riding aggressively or simply rolling over rough tarmac, the front end remains composure-focused. Out back, the Paralever swing arm keeps the shaft drive system smooth and free of the typical shaft jacking sensation. This means predictable corner exits, smooth power delivery, and a riding experience that feels confidently planted. Braking is handled by premium Brembo Stylema calipers up front, biting down on dual 320mm rotors, paired with BMW's latest ABS Pro system for cornering stability. The rear brake complements the setup with reassuring force and smooth modulation. BMW has implemented a hybrid braking strategy with electronically linked braking that adjusts itself based on riding conditions, a subtle layer of tech that riders may not notice consciously but will appreciate every time they grab the lever. Now, let's talk about design, because the 2026 BMW R100 is a bike that makes people stop and stare for all the right reasons. BMW has wisely embraced its heritage without turning the design into a purely nostalgic gimmick. The tank shape is a masterpiece, sculpted like the original R100 tanks of the 70s and 80s, yet modernized with sharp side contours and a low-profile cap that blends seamlessly into the flow of the bike. The boxer engine sits proudly on display, with brushed metal cylinder heads that look like precision-crafted pieces of jewelry. The LED headlight, a full adaptive matrix unit, has a retro round shell but with futuristic X-shaped illumination when lit, creating a signature visual identity. The seat follows a slim retro design with modern ergonomics, providing long-distance comfort without compromising style. And BMW hasn't skimped on customization. The R100 comes with a modular rear frame that lets you switch between solo seat, cafe tail, or dual seat configurations with minimal tools. If you're into the custom scene, this bike is a blank canvas that's practically begging for personal touches. BMW's attention to detail really shows in the materials: metal fenders, aluminum side panels, hand-brushed accents, optional pinstriping done by hand at the factory. These are the touches that elevate the R100 beyond just another modern retro motorcycle. This is a machine built to be admired both while riding and while parked. But design means nothing without a proper user experience, and BMW didn't forget that. The R100 features a perfectly blended analog-digital cockpit, a large traditional speedometer paired with a compact TFT display that shows navigation, ride modes, trip info, and connectivity functions. It's simple, stylish, and doesn't distract from the retro aesthetic. You get multiple riding modes including road, rain, dynamic, and a fully customizable heritage mode that adjusts throttle mapping and traction control to simulate a more old-school, mechanical bike feel. It's a fun addition and a clever nod to BMW's past. Tech lovers will appreciate the inclusion of advanced cornering traction control, engine drag torque control, adaptive cruise control, hill start assist, and integrated smartphone features that let you view calls, music, and maps without cluttering the dash. The wiring is cleanly hidden, the switches feel premium, and even the LED turn signals have a unique signature flicker animation. Comfort and ergonomics also shine on the R100. The riding triangle strikes a sweet spot between upright and mildly sporty, offering long-distance comfort without losing that connected-to-the-road feeling. The handlebars are wide, the pegs sit naturally, and the narrower tank waist design allows for excellent control during cornering. Wind protection may vary depending on optional screens, but even the naked configuration offers surprisingly low buffeting thanks to the aerodynamic shaping around the headlamp and tank. Now, let's talk price, because a bike with this level of engineering, craftsmanship, and heritage isn't going to be cheap. The 2026 BMW R100 launches with an estimated starting price of $14,999 for the base model, while higher trims with adaptive suspension, premium electronics, custom paint, and touring accessories could push the price into the $17,500 to $18,000 range. That brings us to the unique selling points, the aspects that truly set the R100 apart. First, its perfect blend of heritage and technology makes it one of the most balanced modern retros on the market. Unlike many brands that lean heavily toward either nostalgia or pure modernity, BMW has struck a harmony that feels authentic and refined. Second, the Boxer engine's character is unmatched. It offers a riding sensation you simply can't replicate with any inline twin or V-twin configuration. Third, the Telelever and Paralever suspension combination gives the R100 exceptional stability and comfort, making it an ideal daily motorcycle as well as a weekend canyon carver. Fourth, the modular customization options invite riders into the world of personalization without requiring aftermarket compromises. As we wrap up, the 2026 BMW R100 stands as a bold statement from BMW Motorrad, a reminder that innovation and tradition can coexist in harmony. It's a bike that respects its roots but refuses to stay trapped in the past. It's a premium roadster built for riders who crave authenticity, precision, and emotional connection in every ride. If you're looking for a motorcycle that delivers soul, engineering brilliance, and everyday rideability, the R100 just might be your next dream machine. Thanks for watching Bike Culture Hub. If you enjoyed this deep dive review and want more in-depth content on the newest motorcycles hitting the market, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a ride with us. Until next time, keep your engines warm, your roads open, and your passion for bikes alive. Ride safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.